Friends, welcome to Physics Live channel. Today we are going to study the complex analysis introduction. So we know that the equation x square plus 1 is equal to 0, x square is equal to minus 1, x is equal to under root minus 1, that is plus or minus I. The complex number introduced here, that is the general representation of a complex number, that is z is equal to x plus iy, where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part. And complex conjugate is z bar, that is just sign change of the imaginary part of the complex number. So z bar is equal to x minus iy. So here we cleared about the complex number and complex conjugate, and we have some rules in complex addition, multiplication and division. In complex addition and subtraction, we know that z1 plus or minus z2 is equal to x1 plus or minus x2 plus I into y1 plus or minus y2. Here we are considering two complex numbers z1 and z2, which contains the real part, that is x1 and x2, and imaginary part, that is y1 and y2. So what we do that we just add the real parts and I into add imaginary part. And what is the rule behind the complex number multiplication? That is x1 plus iy1 into x2 plus iy2, that is x1 into x2 plus x1 into iy2 plus iy1 into x2 plus iy1 into iy2. From that we get a real part and imaginary part, that is x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I into x2 y1 plus x1 y2. We can, whether it can be by hearted or it is very easy, just multiply, just a distributive law. Okay, division, we multiply numerator and denominator with the complex conjugate of the denominator. We know that the complex conjugate of the denominator, that is x2 minus iy2, just change the sign of the imaginary part. So we multiply numerator and denominator, and we just follow this product rule, just x1 into x2 minus x1 into iy2 plus iy1 into x2 minus iy1 into iy2. So we can get the numerator term. Here also we can do the same thing. Otherwise we can use that a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So we get that the denominator x square plus y square. So here also we get the real part and the imaginary part. Next, what is the polar representation of a complex number? That is z is equal to r e raised to I theta. How we find this r e raised to I theta? We know that the general representation of a complex number is represented by z is equal to x I y. So in coordinate system, in polar coordinate system, we know that x equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Okay, so the r is under root x square plus y square. So x plus iy form, in which we can substitute x and y. So r cos theta plus I r sin theta. We can take r outside, cos theta plus I sin theta, that is the expansion form of e raised to I theta. So the polar representation of the complex number is r e raised to I theta. Okay, it is very simple and it is important. Okay, Cartesian representation of a complex number, that is in complex number representation of in the Cartesian representation of a complex number, in which we know that x-axis, y-axis, z is the x plus iy, z is the x plus iy, which represent this line, and we know that the line which makes theta angle with the x-axis. So from this free curve we can find that mod z is equal to under root x square plus y square. Okay, because in Pythagoras triangle, that is x square plus y square is z. Under root x square plus y square is z. Here also we get the magnitude z is equal to under root x square plus y square, and tan theta, which gives the direction, that is given from tan theta from this diagram, that is this is y, so y by x is tan theta. So general representation in polar coordinate system, we know that r e raised to I theta, where r is the magnitude of complex number in Cartesian coordinate system, and theta is the tan inverse y by x, which is known as argument of the complex number. So we can represent the number in Cartesian coordinate system by r is equal to under root x square plus y square, and theta is equal to tan inverse y by x. Z is equal to r e raised to I theta, that is theta is the argument of z. R is equal to mod z. Okay, we find that magnitude of complex number r is equal to mod z, and two numbers z1 is equal to r1 e raised to I theta 1, z2 is equal to r2 e raised to I theta 2. So from that, in polar form also we follow the rules for the multiplication and division of complex numbers. In z1 cross z2, that is z1 into z2, that is r1 r2 e raised to I theta 1 and e raised to I theta 2, that is e raised to I theta 1 plus theta 2. From that we know that the magnitude of e raised to I theta 1 plus theta 2 is 1. So mod z1 and z2, that's equal to r1 r2, that is mod z1 into mod z2. So z1 z2, that's equal to mod z1 into mod z2. In division also, z1 by z2, we know that z1 is r1 e raised to I theta 1, z2 is r2 e raised to I theta 2. So z1 by z2 is equal to r1 by r2 e raised to I theta 1 minus theta 2. So mod z1 by z2, that is mod r1 by r2, that is mod z1 by mod z2. Next, the argument of z1 z2, that is theta 1 plus theta 2. Argument z1 z2, that is argument z1 plus argument z2. Argument of z1 by z2, that is argument z1 minus argument z2. Okay, mod z1 minus mod z2 is less than or equal to mod z1 plus z2 is less than or equal to mod z1 plus mod z2. These are some basic equations in complex analysis. Okay, so what is the complex number? What is its representation in Cartesian and the polar coordinate system? And what is the rules behind the division, multiplication and addition in subtraction also? Thank you for watching. Keep learning.